good, Chosen Squad? What's up with y'all? You know, I'm bringing y'all back with a new video today. And, if y'all can't see me the best way, y'all, I apologize, y'all. I can't get this video because Ra's beaming above me. That's how much I'm connected to the sun in the sky, y'all. That's power, y'all. You know, because that sun recognizes my soul as somebody that's trying to, shine like him. Ra, y'all, in the sky, y'all, he shines, whether you like it or not. Whether these demons want to say something or whether, they shut the fuck up and keep quiet, let it burn on y'all. It don't matter. I'm telling y'all this because he is infuriated. He is tired of these motherfuckers, putting clouds above him, and trying to block him out or trying to shoot an atomic bomb at him. So hopefully, it can disintegrate, y'all. It's not gonna happen because you don't even know that, our soul is the reason why that sun is in the sky now, y'all. So if you literally want to get rid of the sun, you would have to extinct all the ones in this world with the souls to simply get rid of the sun, y'all. But not even that. They can't fuck with you because of divine ordination. They can't fuck with spiritual law, the laws of the universe, the world that has been pulled above them, They can't fuck with it. So the only thing they're gonna do is run around with their heads cut off because their ego can't take this kind of power. But I wanted to talk to you about this video, and what I wanted to talk about today was I wanted to talk about nature. Let's talk about nature today, family. So this one's for the ones who like nature, y'all. So if you like nature, stay tuned, y'all, because you might actually like this video. Say you like being around the water. Say you like going out and going on a hike, or just like being around the trees, those green trees, not these motherfucking trees that are dying. You realize how you feel better because, you feel freedom by a breath you intake. You're not bounded by anything that's restricting your energy from inside, y'all. All that wood and shit around you, y'all, it keeps your energy stuck in one space. That's why you feel depressed and shit if you're always in a room. But this is what it is, For the ones who like being in nature, y'all, that's a gift that the Most High has put within you, because that's truly where you should be living at all times, y'all. But it's not necessarily so easy now because now they want to have synthetic ass, they just call them insects. A lot of insects are not real. Just like a lot of animals are not real, y'all. They were never here. They only got here when these roaches started coming around. So, we could talk about mosquitoes. We could talk about June bugs. We could talk about roaches. We could talk about all those kind of fucking insects that are not of our world. You could call them drones. You could call them robots, or you could call them what they are, filth. That shit is nasty. I'm telling you this because certain things like that will prevent people from living outside because they might have fear within them. So they don't want to be around no type of, beings in this world, family? But just think about that, chosen one. That's exactly what it is, y'all. When you go into the jungle, y'all, you might spray off on you because you don't want no mosquitoes to bite you. But they were only created for one thing. They're not real. They're not natural beings of this planet. They're drones made in, military operations or labs like that you want to call Area 51. They were made for one thing: to extract your blood without you giving it to them forcefully, y'all, because they need your blood. They need to do research on you. They need to know who the fuck you are because you're someone that's uncontrollable. And in a world like this, y'all, they crave control. They crave power. They want power over you and your planet. There's a reason why most motherfuckers are living like this today. So you must know this shit first before you want to take your power back. Because how can you take your power back, family, if you don't know what's going on in this world? Family? So, think about that, chosen one. If you love being in nature, y'all, it's a good thing. It's not a curse at all, it's a gift. Because, in other lifetimes that you were here, y'all, you were always living outside. Y'all, you didn't even know what a house was. A house is so fucking low for us to even comprehend, y'all, because we didn't live in no houses, y'all. We were flying above the world, y'all. You think we would live in a house, y'all? Fuck no. You know, we would sleep on a lily pad at once, or on a big ass leaf that came from a tree, and simply when we woke up, we would fly off of it and go somewhere else, because that's how powerful you are. And that's the one I'm telling you on this video, because you know you are powerful, and you know that when you vibrate high, because you feel the power, and you're able to tap into it. That's what I'm telling you, man. Nature is waiting for you and myself to get back into divine authority, so we can metamorphose the planet around us, y'all. That's literally what I'm trying to get at, family. When you vibrate high, you're the reason why the plants, the trees, everything grows back greener, you know, with more light, because the light around you is giving light towards everything else, y'all. Remember, you are life, y'all. So when you truly live with the light, you give light to everything, whether they like it or not. The ones who don't like being around you is because you're giving them light that they can't take. You know, family? But yeah, family, you know, if you see the sun in the sky, just know that Ross trying to merge with me. And that's why, you know, wherever I go, the sun will follow me, y'all. Because that's protection that the Most High is trying to give me and tell me without telling me. You know, that's for my intuition and for my energy to pick up on that. But it is what it is, family, you know. I just hope that as you're watching this video, man, you realize one thing, that your planet has been pushed into a low frequency or dense. You know, this world is so dense. You know, back then it was full of light. You know, everything grew up, man, everything, because you were the one that gave it that light. And that's where holding your energy comes into play dramatically, y'all, because you look at this shit from a physical type of view, y'all. You look at it from a either, you know, lust or lust-free type of view, y'all. I look at it like transforming the world around you and transforming yourself. Because how is it that you cannot transform and you expect the world to transform? It's like you telling yourself that I'm gonna stay doing the wrong things but still expect to get everything that I want. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, chosen one. But once you transform yourself and once you start doing everything the right way, everything will come back to you with 10 times more than, like a multiplier. Because you are showing the universe that you are meant to have everything you want. The universe will judge you off of your vibration and your intentions. That's why you must always be clear and always be somebody with a light heart. Because that's the only way you will make it into heaven, y'all. That's the only way you'll be able to transcend in this world, y'all, without coming back here again. Think about that shit, family. Think about it deeply. But this shit is real, you know? It's nothing too major, y'all, but I'm gonna remind you about this real quick. You know, now that you know that, you know, this energy that we talk about when holding it's not just about your partner or about you or about conquering the shit that they pushed into your life so much. It's about you changing yourself to becoming a high vibrational divine being with authority, so you can bring back the planet with vibration, y'all. You know, when you vibrate high, y'all, you don't think it's affecting the trees, the grass, the beings around you that are truly organic, like, you know, the butterflies or, you know, the bees and the wasps, y'all. Yes, that's what they get around you, and they will protect you, y'all. You got ants biting motherfuckers around you because they're probably trying to wish death or badness upon you. Everything is you in another form, y'all. It's just that you don't believe it because everybody's gonna judge you off of vibration, y'all. When you were like vibrating so low, y'all, and you didn't respect yourself, how do you think the ones around you treated you? They try to, you know, belittle you. They try to walk all over you. They try to treat you like you weren't nothing because your vibration, they didn't like the vibration you were emitting. Everything's a vibration, you know. I'm trying to tell you that and master that. But when you vibrate higher, y'all, you know, they want to come to you for help. They want to come to you for your word. They want to see what makes you feel like you are so divine or so noble, you know. But it's not you saying anything. It's just you living through the trials that the universe was giving you, you know, and you have passed every single one of them with a blindfold on your face because though you couldn't see what was coming your way, you always knew one thing: to stay calm under the storm, you know. I didn't want to make this long, but I wanted to tell that if you love being outside, man, come outside, y'all. Step in nature, y'all, because you are nature. You know, you're children of the sun, y'all. And though you may not be able to take the sun all fucking day, just know that that sun that's shining on you is giving you energy that your body needs. Even your soul craves. Your soul craves light because you are fire. It's just your soul don't like when you are feeding it nothing but syntheticness without giving it truly what it wants, because your soul never ate nothing that was organic. You know, we're not man, so why would your soul love man-made food? You know, it simply kills it or dims it temporarily. You should feel some type of way about this if you really love yourself and you really love the soul you have, if you have one. But this was a video, family. You can call the sun out when you want to. You can make it rain when you want to. You can do whatever the fuck you believe you can do, because you have the universe and your mind and your body, and it runs through your veins, right? Just by a thought, you're calling on what it is you want. You don't have to believe me, but this shit is power, man. And I'm always telling you what I can do, because it wouldn't make no sense for me to be able to do something that you can't do if you're not literally a fraction of myself, y'all. Because we are all one through different bodies and complexions, you know. But just think about that, chosen one. And I want to remind y'all, man, that's a gift you have. So protect yourself. Come outside, y'all. And when you vibrate high, expect everything to vibrate high with you, y'all. You know, you will have bees or all type of bugs that are trying to talk to you. They might get on your skin when you know you are vibrating high, because now they can relate to you. Now they know who you are, because you know we all get along through vibration, not through ego. Because these bugs don't eat the shit we have, so they don't have an ego like us, y'all. All there are is vibrating high naturally, and are waiting for us to get back into that high frequency like them, so they can start communicating with us like it always used to be. But you don't understand shit, y'all, because you have chose to live physically like all these fucking zombies, not knowing that you're the only one with the cure that can cure everything around you. But I love y'all, man. And this was a powerful video. No, it was not long, but simply with true intentions and power, man. But you know, it was one